Imagine Mike Tyson in his absolute prime.
Well, it was a beautiful punch, bang on the chin. Now you can see the way he goes down, first of all, loses all control.
5 feet 10 inches, maybe 220 pounds on fight night. Compact, explosive, a wrecking ball in human form. Now picture him standing across from Tyson Fury at 6 feet 9 inches, or Deontay Wilder at 6 feet 7 inches, or Anthony Joshua at 6 feet 6 inches. These guys aren't just taller, they're half a foot bigger and carrying 40 to 60 extra pounds of muscle and bone. The question every boxing fan asks, could the most violent, most devastating heavyweight we've ever seen handle the sheer size of today's giants? Let's break it down.
Against this short notice opponent, how did he stand up to that right hand? He didn't stand up.
Why size is a real factor. Honestly, size matters in boxing. It's not everything, but it's something. And anyone who tells you otherwise hasn't spent much time watching heavyweights. When you're 6 inches taller than your opponent, you control distance. Your jab becomes a rangefinder, a weapon, and a wall all at once. You can touch your opponent without him touching you. That's physics. Reach advantage means you dictate when the fight happens. You can pot shot from the outside, frustrate your opponent, and make him chase you. And when a shorter fighter does get close, you've got options. You can tie him up in the clinch. You can lean on him and make him carry your weight. You can use your forearm to create space or your shoulder to rough him up on the inside. The modern giants know all of this. So yeah, size is a real factor. The question is whether Tyson's tools were sharp enough to cut through it. What made Prime Tyson special? Prime Mike Tyson was a beautifully violent system designed by Cus D'Amato to destroy taller fighters. First, the speed. Tyson wasn't fast for a heavyweight. He was fast, period. His hands were a blur. Combinations came in 2s, 3s, and 4s, and by the time you realized what was happening, you were already hurt.
If there is a way to beat Mike Tyson, how do you do it? Don't want to talk about that one, do you? I don't.
357 Magnum.
I'm starting to think.
That speed gave him an advantage that size couldn't erase. Then, the head movement. Tyson's peekaboo style wasn't just for show. He slipped punches by inches, sometimes by centimeters. Watch footage of him rolling under jabs, ducking hooks, making guys miss, and then punishing them for it. That head movement turned an opponent's reach advantage into a liability because every missed punch left them open. The footwork is what people sleep on. Tyson didn't just walk forward like some brawler. He cut angles, he pivoted, he moved laterally to get inside without eating leather. His footwork was elite, and it let him close the distance on taller fighters before they could establish their range. And then there's the power. When Tyson got inside, he unleashed hell. Hooks to the body that folded men in half, uppercuts that lifted heads into the rafters, his one clean shot, and it was over. This was a guy built specifically to destroy bigger men. Tyson vs. giants he actually fought. The best part is, we don't have to guess. Tyson already proved he could handle size. Look at Tyson Biggs, 6 feet 4 inches long and an Olympic silver medalist. Tyson walked him down and knocked him out in 7 rounds. Biggs couldn't keep him off. Tony Tucker was 6 feet 5 inches with an 80-inch reach. Tyson beat him over 12 rounds, slipping past that jab and outworking him on the inside. Frank Bruno was 6 feet 3 inches, built like a tank, and had real power. Tyson stopped him in 5 rounds the first time they fought. Bruno couldn't establish distance, and once Tyson got inside, it was target practice. The pattern is clear. When Tyson fought bigger men, he didn't just survive, he dominated. That's not luck, that's skill. Tyson versus today's giants. So let's get to the fun part. Prime Tyson steps into the ring today. How does he do against these modern giants? Let's talk about it. Tyson versus Tyson Fury. Fury might be the toughest matchup on paper, At 6 feet 9 inches, he's not just tall, he's awkward. He switches stances, underrated gas tank. For Tyson, this is a nightmare stylistically. Fury would try to keep him at the end of that jab, clinch when Tyson got close, and frustrate him over 12 rounds. Tyson would need to pressure relentlessly, cut the ring off, and land something big early. Because if this goes long, Fury's size and conditioning give him the edge. But if Tyson catches Fury early, it's over. Fury's been down before, and Tyson hits harder than anyone Fury's ever faced. One clean uppercut, one hook on the inside, and Fury's night is done. This fight is razor thin, but I'd lean Fury by decision if he survives the early storm. Tyson versus Deontay Wilder. Now we're talking danger for both guys. Wilder is 6 feet 7 inches with dynamite in his right hand. But Wilder's defense isn't great. His footwork isn't elite. He's a huge puncher with decent fundamentals, but he's not a master technician. Prime Tyson would be slipping that right hand all night. Wilder would load up. Tyson would duck under, and then it's combinations to the body and head. Tyson's pressure would overwhelm Wilder's timing, but you can never count Wilder out. One right hand changes everything. If Tyson gets careless for even a second, Wilder can end it. That makes this a thrilling matchup. Tyson's precision versus Wilder's power. I'd take Tyson by knockout, but it wouldn't be easy or safe. Tyson versus Anthony Joshua. Joshua is interesting because he's big, powerful, and technical. He's got a great jab, throws straight punches beautifully, and has real knockout power. But Joshua has shown vulnerability when guys pressure him early and take away his rhythm. Prime Tyson would bring chaos to Joshua before AJ could settle in. Tyson would get inside that jab, work the body, and force Joshua to fight at a pace he's not comfortable with. Joshua's gotten better, but early in fights, he can be stiff. Tyson would exploit that. I think Tyson stops Joshua inside 6 rounds. AJ's dangerous, but Tyson's speed and pressure would be too much. Tyson versus Zhilei Zhang. Zhang is a big, smart fighter with excellent timing and underrated skills. He's not the most mobile, but he knows how to set traps and land big shots when you come forward. Against Tyson, Zhang would look to time him coming in, but Tyson's head movement and speed would make that hard. Zhang's slower than guys like Fury or Wilder, and Tyson would find openings? I'd take Tyson in this one, but Zhang's power means Tyson can't sleep on him. Tyson by late stoppage. Where Tyson struggles against modern heavyweights. Let's keep it honest. There are areas where Tyson would face serious challenges today. First, the clinch game has evolved. Fighters like Fury don't just clinch to res, they weaponize it. They lean, they smother, they drain your energy. Tyson would get frustrated if a guy like Fury turned this into a 12-round wrestling match. Second, conditioning. Modern heavyweights are in better shape than guys from the 80s. They can maintain pace and size deep into fights. Tyson had stamina questions later in his career, and against a guy like Fury, who's fresh in round 10, that could be a problem. Third, the game has changed. Fighters today study tape obsessively. They'd have watched every Tyson fight 100 times. They'd know his tendencies, his setups, his patterns. There's no element of surprise. Where Tyson still dominates. But on the other hand, Prime Tyson would still be an absolute nightmare matchup for almost anyone. His speed is unmatched. Nobody in the division today moves like 1988 Tyson. That speed doesn't age out. His inside work is second to none. Once Tyson closes the distance, he's in his world. And most of today's giants aren't great inside fighters. They want space. Tyson takes that away. His explosiveness changes everything. Modern heavyweights are used to building to a finish over rounds. Tyson doesn't give you rounds. He gives you seconds. One mistake, and you're staring up at the lights. And let's not forget, Tyson thrived on pressure. The bigger the name, the bigger the moment, the better he performed. You think Tyson's intimidated by size? The guy walked into the ring like he was going to eat your soul. That mental edge matters. So could prime Mike Tyson handle today's giants? Yes, absolutely. The results would depend on the style, not just the size. Against a guy like Fury, it's a close, tough fight. Against Wilder or Joshua, Tyson's pressure and power give him the edge. Against Zhang, Tyson outworks him. Tyson wouldn't win every fight, but he'd win most fights. Because at the end of the day, he was built to beat bigger men. That was his whole style, his whole identity. Now, if prime Mike Tyson steps into the ring tomorrow, which modern giant gives him the most trouble? And who's getting knocked out cold? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk boxing.